Hello, everyone. My name is Kai. I'm from the DevOps Forge, and today I will demonstrate our web server deployment process using automations. To summarize this process, I use Terraform to encompass the whole process, starting with the initial deployment and are responsible for configurations post-deployment. I use VMware 8.0, the main and the variable.f Terraform script. They are available through Azure DevOps. If you want a copy, please let me know. The deployment settings can be customized to fit different private cloud environment with specific configurations for VMware, network, VLANs, Windows, and Linux server templates. The process proceeds as follows. The VS Code start the deployment process with sections in the code to cover. The VMware environment variables, such as data center, data store, storage policy, cluster, networking includes, IP address, and VLANs and other virtual machines. Configuration, details, tags, etc. Terraform deploys the VM initially from the template. Ansible carryouts post-deployment configurations such as firewall settings, software installation. The remaining steps involving configuring server roles, IIS, the cipher encryption template. IIS crypto, setting up the F5 nodes and adding members to the pools. Finally, apply the F5 running config, all automated by Ansible playbooks. I had to stipulate a 2-minute wait in the code between Terraform finishing and Ansible, starting to ensure that the VMs are fully initialized before Ansible executors. For demonstration purposes, I am deploying VMs one at a time, but typically all VMs would deploy simultaneously. However, running them sequentially ensures more control and avoids the potential errors. Due to network or timing issues, we have incorporated retry into the script to handle these situations if needed. All the scripts are written to be idempotent. Once the initial deployments have completed, I deploy applications via Octopus if required. Also automated with up to 5 app deployments running concurrently. This process is highly automated, ensuring efficiency and consistency. The total deployment time for the first server is approximately 15 minutes with Terraform. The breakout time is 2 minutes to deploy in VMware, 8 minutes to do Terraform post-deployment. Configuration via PowerShell. Ansible breakdown time 5 minutes to do desired state configurations. Ansible then goes on, trigger the deployments of applications via Octopus. Finally, Ansible triggers the configuration of the F5 to add the new web server as the new nodes and add them to the pools for balancing. Subsequently, the VMs deploy in parallel once the initial configurations is finished. Let me show you in the vSphere screen in here, just so that this hasn't been created. We currently have 5, 6, and 7, and we will add 8, 9, and 10. Terraform lie. So I use the switch parallelism equal to 1. It means that it will do one at a time. I just want to simplify the process. So Terraform asks you to confirm, and you will give it a value of yes. Here we go. It creates those tags in vSphere and about to create the first VM. You can see in here, start creating the first VM, copy the VM from the template. So that's 09 because the first one is 1. I would have thought it's that from 0, but I'll pick from 1. We got 9 up here. Now it's 10:42 a.m. in that time. Blank audio. In this demo, I like to do it one by one. I'm just to show you from start to finish how long that will take for one server. If I didn't use the switch parallelism equal to 1, it will deploy all 3 VMs, all, at once. However, sometimes when the network busy or the domain controller could be busy, it could. Because some retry in our deployment script, we have tried to make it idempotent and we add in the retry and wait. But yeah, just for the demo, I just want to show how long it's at 10 for one server. From start to finish, it would still deploy the other servers after the first one. So here we are, it's doing the page Y, set up the disk drive. In the background, it start with 10, because from VMware's standpoint, it's finished for 9. And here we go, 10 starting up. Blank audio. Going back to the Visual Studio, you can see 1 and 2 are still creating. Actually, 1 completed after 2 minutes and 29 seconds. And yeah, 2, which is 10, is still creating. Blank audio, blank audio, blank audio, blank audio, blank audio, blank audio. And 10 has been completed as well, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. So yeah, about 10 seconds slower than the first one. And I believe 8 is start cloning. There we go. You can see the VM appear in the vCenter. Blank audio, blank audio, blank audio, blank audio. Just to refresh our memory going back here, which is our build process. Once it's deployed the VM from the template, it will put a TAM sleep for 2 minutes. The reason for this is it will wait for the initial deployments for the VM to complete before we can start configuring with Ansible. Blank audio, still going for the 08, blank audio, blank audio. So your code is start creating that TAM sleep wait for 2 minutes. I would just keep recording if you feel bored. Please feel free to skip for 2 minutes. I might try to modify the recording. Blank audio, blank audio.